Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very 5th episode of Secrets of the Lost Summit. I am here hanging out with these super nerds who are probably just going to die in the first 5 minutes anyway, so it's okay. How are you guys?
You have to call me out like that.
I'm just saying.
You calling
That
nerds
hurt.
nerds?
That hurt a little different.
Yeah.
Was it the super?
No, the honesty.
Oh, I mean, you should know that.
You
by
right,
now.
but why you gotta be right like that?
Blatant
Yeah.
lies.
Dude.
It's just how it do be.
You didn't have to open up with it. You could have cushioned the bottle a little bit.
No.
Kyle chose violence.
Oh God!
When does he not choose?
I gotta share something with you guys.
Oh no.
No.
Look at this. Just look at this.
That's your stomach, Michael.
My stomach?
It's-
Cool.
There it is.
It looks like they fucked up your burrito.
Those are pretty tacos.
Don't get them all over your computer.
That's why my computer is over here, and my keyboard is over.
Okay, you know what I meant.
Yeah, Michael, don't get it all over your keyboard, buddy. Just watch out.
That's
For
what
that.
I meant. Thanks.
I think that we would actually see Michael cry tonight if he dropped those all over his keyboard. Not because he ruined his keyboard, but because he lost out on his tacos.
That's facts. That's the facts, homie.
The keyboard can be rebought, but so can the tacos, but it hits different.
It just hits.
It's just worse somehow.
Have you guys seen the video of Shroud talking about how he cleans his keyboard?
No.
No.
He's got like this whole like intricate thing about it, and he's like talking about his keyboard and where he bought it, and then he's like showing like these other things. He goes, and right as I'm about to start unplugging the the keys, I just order a new one because I can.
What a dick.
Bro.
That's beautiful.
I
The
laughed
audacity.
so
man.
hard. I was like, that is so good.
He
That's
just said,
amazing.
"I'm rich, bitch. Shut up."
Really psyched on this.
It's a TikTok of his, dude. I died. That was so funny to me. Because like
I love it.
you're like,
He's
oh,
so
I'm about to learn
deadpan.
something. Like here, I was just like, I'm about to learn something from like a really good streamer. And he's like, I just buy another one. And honestly, though, if I was in this situation, I couldn't blame him because I would too. Like,
If I was making millions of dollars just streaming video games, yeah, I would just be like, "Oh, time for a new keyboard."
it was. He says it so plainly. Like you're just like, wait, did
What?
it go over?
Dude, I cleaned first time like I popped all my keys off and cleaned my keyboard. I just about put the keys in the wrong order, putting them back on. I would have like cried.
You're a silly goose.
You're a silly goose. Little goose is silly.
What? Come
So
again,
silly.
Big Fudge?
Did you see that TikTok where that lady like puts on like a really like skimpy outfit for her boyfriend, and he comes in, he's like, "You're such a silly goose."
Oh my god, I love it. It's so funny. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You're such a silly goose.
Closes the door and locks it.
You're so silly.
we about to have intercourse.
Okay.
He said intercourse.
What the hell? I
Right?
stopped listening for 2 seconds.
You like coitus?
Michael?
We're not talking about that on the internet.
That's fair. Oh, is that the video?
Yeah.
I have to see it. I love Shroud.
I'm watching.
We're supposed to be playing D&D.
It's a 20-second video.
That's 20 seconds that we could have started for D&D.
So how's your day been, Kyle?
It was all right.
Yeah.
It was
Sorry,
long.
buddy. Sorry it wasn't better.
It's okay.
I mean, we all got a dub today, though, in Apex, which is pretty good.
I mean, yeah, that felt pretty good.
It brings you happiness for about 10 seconds. And then you're like,
I have a lot of food in my keyboard, so you know what I usually do is
I should get a new keyboard.
I respect the trip, dude.
Man really
game
flexed on-
recognized game, right?
Oh man. I want to roll click clacks.
The digital kind?
Well, preferably the in real life.
I mean, the in
but
real
for
life
today-
kind sounds like fun, but for now, I guess we can do the digital ones.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine a live saving throws HQ game?
No, nothing would get accomplished.
We
No.
literally wouldn't do anything.
We barely do anything on the
Me and
internet.
Tyler just be making out.
Hey, hey. Y'all gotta tell the stream.
Oh, I hate you guys.
I'm uncomfortable with the energy we've created in the studio here today.
You say that every episode, like
Every
it changes.
Yeah.
We
At
didn't
this-
create this. This has been festering.
He's legal now.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Kyle's like, now I'm uncomfortable with the energy we create.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, Kyle's
He's
just
cute at
jealous.
all.
That's all.
It's fine. I can just hide my uncomfort behind all of the monsters that I can throw at you at one time.
Oh no.
Kyle's like,
I'm-
we can leave the Skype call faster if I kill you all.
Just assign me a new character sheet. Jackson's gonna die.
Yeah, my name's Therion Wind Waker II. I will avenge my father.
His name is Therion with an I-N instead of O-N to make him unique.
Jesus.
It's his twin
I'm gonna-
brother.
I'm gonna rip this Manticore's tail off.
I mean, honestly, I'm here for it.
I'm going for
That
it.
sounds
bro.
that sounds spicy. Could you imagine
sounds
ripping
cool.
an animal's tail off and then just whacking them with it? Like the disrespect.
Don't they have like Manticores have like a stinger, don't they?
Yeah, they have a spiked tail.
Uh-oh.
Bro, just take the tail and then hit them with it like a flail.
Yeah. Oh, Tyler wasn't here for all that. Yeah. The people that you're fighting this Manticore for called it. They think it's a dragon. They called it a spiked dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I
Very
was
smart.
No,
I
he
know.
was there for that.
Okay, I didn't know if you were there for all that. Yeah,
the only thing I wasn't here for was getting to the cave.
to the cave. Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I know that I'm about to smack a Manticore booty.
It's okay. We'll start like the recap. Last time, the what?
I said, hear me out, right? Instead of killing it, we just tame it.
Make it our bitch.
Could you imagine having a Manticore on the party
That would be disrespectful. Honestly.
for you?
No,
Face cloaks too. We
please,
have a Manticore.
please.
Hey, we have a new or a resub, so we have a luck point.
Resub. Whoop whoop.
There it was. Perfect. Anyway, last time, our nerd party here, you guys need a name or something. You guys strolled along to Gilramore. Found it was kind of an odd farming village. Who was preparing for at least like a 29, Tyler. Anyway. They found this odd village that was preparing for some kind of beast to come down and attack them, which they kind of were used to. They kind of just let it happen. They had mechanical cows that were taking the place of the cows that were being eaten by the Manticore, and they were just slowly trying to just accept that they couldn't stop this thing. When our party strolled along, and Jackson very notably said, "I want to go kill a spike dragon," and they walked out of Gilramore and headed to fight a spike dragon.
Yeah.
You guys wandered down a dead-end path that seemed to be being blocked off for some reason, slowly but surely. Climbed through the mountains, talked to some spirits that helped you find this Manticore. You got stuck by some kobolds and some of their traps that they laid throughout the woods, and then chased them into this cave where you are now. Zittlezap was able to sneak off and get into kind of a hidden position, and the rest of the party just kind of strolled up on this thing while Jackson very loudly announced that they were here, and that is where we are.
He's not a smart man.
No shit. To start things
Wow.
off.
How?
Right? It hurts just a little bit.
That one stung a bit.
Zittlezap, can you make me a just a stealth check, please?
Sure.
Because you're just kind of like chilling in here. Okay, so what do you guys do? This Manticore has flown in front of you. It's announced itself, and you have announced yourselves.
Look. You need to stop terrorizing the people of Gilmore.
Oh my God, Jackson.
Is there?
We talked
Can
about
you
this.
can you leave? Go anywhere else to find a source of food? Is there not a whole continent here that you could feast from?
Why would I leave when it's such easy prey?
Because their town is degrading. They're not going to be able to supply you with cows enough to feed you and your.
Then maybe I'll move on to the next town.
Or you could just do that now.
But if we send him off to the next town, then it's just gonna be another group of people that are.
Or deer, or moose,
Caribou?
The
dwarves,
cows taste.
goblins.
The cows taste
Hey!
better. The only thing
Those are
better
people.
than them are.
I think whenever he says goblins, I'm sitting there like, that motherfucker.
The bad ones. The bad ones.
The only thing better than the cows are flesh such as yourselves.
Oh shit.
Well, that's off the table.
Have you ever tried dieting?
Maybe a
Vegetarian.
herbivore diet.
I'm going to turn and look at this dead kobold and be like,
Pescatarian.
this is what I have to work with.
You know, anything else that satiates your hunger. I don't know.
He just walks up to it and then he uses the word satiates. I don't get this, man.
I'm being played by someone that has a large vernacular, even though I have a 6 charisma.
I use big
Vocabulary
words.
and charisma don't really.
You know, Ophelia, that's a great point.
I
I could know big words, but just not be good at convincing people of things or being charismatic.
I know photosynthesis.
I feel like you're having this conversation right in front of this Manticore.
Thank
Just-
you.
We definitely are.
He goes, what I heard, there was a goblin with you.
We don't have a goblin in our party. What are you
No
talking
goblin.
about? Why would I offer to send you to eat goblins if we had a goblin in our party?
Yeah.
That'd be silly. That'd be rude.
You silly goose.
He just
It's very silly.
he lays down and like is flicking his tail back and forth, and he goes,
Oh, I hate that.
Snitta. And you see like out of the shadows comes a little kobold. He comes scurrying
Oh.
around a mite, comes up to him and goes, yeah. He goes, wasn't there a goblin in their party? He goes, yeah, boss, he's the one that chased us in here.
We don't even know a goblin.
And the
Why would we
Manticore
assume-
looks back at you.
You're gonna trust the word of a kobold?
Make a deception check.
Brother.
Stop, Jackson. Can you have advantage or something?
For what?
Those were.
It's a really good roll. I think that deserves some.
He scoffs at you, Jackson, and he goes.
I rolled an 8.
He looks back at the kobold and he goes, search the room.
Search my nuts.
Jackson.
I'm sorry.
He
We
sits
talked
up.
about this.
That was such a good comeback, though.
This kobold starts scurrying around the room.
Couldn't help myself.
It wasn't that great though.
It was pretty good.
No, just because it has the word nuts in it does not make it good.
So
I think that enhances it. Really gives it some flavor.
what was your point in coming here?
Some
To
salt
talk
on
me
pork,
out of
You know?
attacking Gilromore.
because good people
pretty
they
much.
deserve better than to be blackmailed and lied to by a whatever disgusting incumbent creature you actually are.
Oh, now we're insulting it. Oh, wonderful.
Well, he
Jackson,
knows
you
us
lost your
online.
Jackson, you've lost your speaking privileges.
Okay, then you two say something. For God's sake.
I don't really have anything to say. We didn't really have a plan coming in here.
Just
It's,
fighting.
You have to move on from Gilmore.
As you guys are like rambling, and this kobold's like scurrying around the room, like checking all the nooks and crannies for Zittlezap, he goes, Snitta, which one do you think would make the best dessert?
These nuts. Well,
Jackson.
That one was good. You can't eat me. Look, you can get metal in your teeth.
Okay, Kyle.
Yep.
Are they still distracting the big guy right here?
I mean, for the most part,
For the most part, okay.
he's not really amused.
I know.
And I think eventually he's like, I'll give you one last chance. You can just go back to Gilramore and tell them I'll be there in a couple days.
That's not an
I
option.
could use a good
Not
messenger.
You could fuck off. How about that?
We're gonna have
Okay.
to work on your language.
My language?
Yes, your language.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Priest.
Acolyte.
I'm just gonna
Who made you Captain Eopea?
I just wanna God, this is such a bad oh my god. I don't want to give away my position yet, but also like this guy's about to find me. So if they're
Do it.
what I want to try to do is what is that at?
Right next to your head, Jackson, you just hear like a
Okay, when he does that, I want to try
Wow.
to throw a dagger at this kobold.
That was fucking rude. I'm gonna pull out my rapier. No. My foul. What am I using? A scimitar. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so you throw your dagger. Everybody else roll initiative. That does not hit.
I
And he
don't
go- he-
get no advantage because I'm hidden.
Well, let's see.
So he doesn't know where he is.
I mean, it's totally up to you. It's okay.
Nope, because he found you.
Bruh. I'm upset. I
Like-
wanted to do it before he found me. That's okay, though.
At,
It happens.
as you were like pulling out the dagger, there was just like a glint off of the firelight, and he goes, "Boss, he's right over here!" And you throw it, and just phoom, right past him.
God damn.
Kind of surprised that he found you.
Initiative tracker, sir.
Don't tell me what to do.
Oh, well, really good initiative. It's really good.
Ooh.
Ah, nice.
Sick.
He goes first.
What did he roll?
A 19. Darn it.
I think you'll have to update the tracker to change my initiative, Kyle.
Why? What is yours, buddy?
Oh, I changed. I was able to change it.
Okay, cool.
Oh no.
Ah,
Oh no.
very good.
Oh no, no.
They all go before us.
Bring it, Grother.
And I think like he flicks that one tail spike at you, and the kobold finds Zittlezap. And he looks back at you, Jackson, after you continue to insult him. He's like, "You talk too much. You'll have to be first." And you watch his tail flick, and 3 more spikes come flying at you.
One of these is bound to hit.
I want
Or all of
to. I
them.
want to impose disadvantage
Okay, how are you doing that?
with this bad boy. So, like, I guess it only works on the first one.
Okay, that's fine. So the first one misses.
The other 2 hit, though.
So you'll take 15. One of them, Therian just kind of whips out his shield real quick, and you hear ting as it flings off of it, but the other 2, thump, thump, right into your chest. It goes straight through your armor.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Shit hurted.
This kobold jumps straight at you, Zittlezap, and he's like, "Ah!" Let's see here.
Ah!
Does a 16 hit?
Barely.
I'll take 6.
Okay.
So you guys hear a kobold like scurrying with Zittlezap and just like in the darkness, you can barely see them. Therion, what would you like to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Wrathful Smite.
Oh. Okay.
And then I'm gonna run at him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna schwack him with the mace.
Okay.
If this misses, I'm so upset.
Oh no!
Hey, we have a luck point. Use your luck point.
We do have a luck point if you want to use
How
it.
does luck work?
You just
Re-roll
roll
it.
again.
Just re-roll it.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. The gods are favoring me.
No, not.
Not enough.
That's not enough, buddy.
Yeah. Cool. That's all I got. I'm just big beefing on him.
That do be spicy.
I mean,
Okay.
the smite stays until the next time you hit.
Oh, you're right.
It does stay.
Okay, that makes me feel better about using that spell slot then.
Zittlezap, it is your turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna like back up a little bit, like from the. What did he hit me with?
A dagger. He pulled out a dagger and just like
Jumped
jumped up.
with the dagger.
He's
I'm
like
like-
hanging like on the hole with his like arm, like he's holding up with one arm, and he's just like ah.
Yeah, I'm gonna like grab 2 of my daggers and be like, bastard. And I'm gonna cast. Oh, I meant to just. I'm gonna cast Wrathful Smite on him.
Okay.
Do you know Wrathful Smite 2?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna hit him. Here's the first dagger.
Yep.
So it'll do 7.
Okay. So
Plus 3.
he drops.
So the smite doesn't work.
No,
I
it
mean,
does.
the smite goes
I mean-
off,
Gotcha.
but like he's dead.
Gotcha. And then I'm gonna move to here, behind this rock thing,
Okay.
and oh, I guess yeah, because I cast my smite. So
The fact that the sorcerer is casting smite and using a dagger kind of troubles me.
I didn't even know that you could. I didn't even know you could get Wrathful Smite, bro.
It's from
Yeah,
your
dude,
warlock, isn't
I
it?
get it for my warlock.
Oh, I didn't think about Warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah. I use my bonus action to cast Wrathful Smite, so I think that's my turn.
Okay. Jackson,
All right,
as
I'm
2
gonna use
spikes
my
come
bonus action.
flinging into you, what do you do?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to pop my I think it's celerity.
Okay.
No, my mobile mutagen and chug it,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna charge at him.
And what does your mobile mutagen do?
I'm immune to the grappled and restrained conditions, but I have disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Okay, so you're just super fast. Slippery little boy.
Can't
Want
get.
some real speed, bitch?
Show you some real speed. Yep, a 16 will hit.
Cool.
Ooh.
And that'll be my turn.
Spicy. Yeah, he's up on all legs now. He's not sitting down or laying down anymore. He jumps up, and probably hisses at you as you run up and
Fuck, didn't mean to do that.
slash your sword across his side. It
You
is
want
your
to see
turn,
real
Ophelia.
speed, bitch?
Yeah, just like
Some real
out of
speed.
nowhere, he's surprised that you're there all of a sudden.
I mean, I did want to cast that spell, but I was
Okay.
trying to just look at what it did, but not actually click it.
I think you can cast it within 30 feet of you, and then as soon as you cast, you would make an attack anyway.
We can move it 20
It's-
feet too.
Yeah.
It's 60
Not
feet.
on your first
so,
turn.
like,
Okay, yeah. So on your first turn, you
Um,
can cast it anywhere, and then every turn after that, you can move it 20.
So I'm gonna cast it. Do I have to take that roll?
That do be the roll, Catherine.
Welcome to the club, buddy.
He said,
What
"I'll
is-
give you
Okay.
advantage, so you get that 9."
I am a merciful god.
Off.
What does your spiritual weapon look like?
So like you just like see her kind of look around and be like, kind of need a little help, and then a bunch of like kind of blue spectral kind of spirits just come and like rush the Manticore.
Ooh.
That.
And then that's my bonus action, so I'm gonna use my action to also cast Firebolt.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Oh.
Fuck!
Dang!
Welcome to the club.
Have
That
some
sucks,
pizza.
dude.
Yeah, it does. You know it does.
That's
You know what else
sick,
sucks?
though.
4 of those in a row.
I'm gonna hide behind this rock.
Okay, there's your
Why
spiritual
can't-
weapon.
Oh, I'm dumb. That's why.
Get it together. Oh gosh, these are some rolls, guys. I didn't even like look. I just heard that you missed, but god damn, guys. I just need to make a new game for this because apparently the dice in this game are cursed. You guys like
Seriously?
only roll nat
I-
ones.
I'm just changing colors to get new dice sets.
I'm here for it, dude. All right, so you guys all run like out of nowhere. Therian just runs up to this thing. Jackson is just next to it, and then a ghost appears, and it kind of like looks around, kind of panicked for a minute. And it's gonna take one swipe at. Let me see here. It's actually gonna take one swipe at all 3 of you. So like it's gonna bite down on you, Therian, or try to.
Ooh,
20.
yeah, that hits.
So you'll take 7, and can you make a Constitution save?
Kyle,
Advantage on
share
it.
some of the good rolls.
Do you have advantage on concentration?
I have Warcaster.
Nice. Bruh.
What the fuck?
Okay,
What the
so
actual fuck is
Like the
happening?
aura surrounding your blade, your mace for Wrathful Smite kind of just fizzles out as he like clamps down on your shoulder. And then he's gonna swipe one of his claws at you, Jackson.
I'm gonna impose disadvantage.
Okay, so he misses. Better yet, he just kind of like hits you, but like his claws aren't able to penetrate your armor. He kind of pushes you back a little bit, but you just feel like the padding from his paw like go across your whole chest. And then he swipes his other claw at the ghost like angrily, and his hands just kind of go through it, and he probably just like roars at it, and then turns back to you two.
I'm reloading the game. Just give me a second.
Ziddle zap.
Yeah.
You run behind this stalagmite, and you hear a chittering behind you,
Bruh.
and you hear a ha.
Bro, you gotta get over here with us, dog.
That hits either
You
way.
went
There's nothing I
23?
can do to stop that. Yep.
Yeah, you just like all of a sudden feel like the cold steel of a blade like penetrate your back out of nowhere, and he's just like, "Ha, got you!" as a dagger gets stabbed into you.
Okay.
Therion.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Let's go, buddy. You got
Try
this.
again. What can I cast instead of Wrathful Smite? I guess I have to hit my attacks for that tort. So
It does help. It does help to spell out just a little bit.
You want to see me in the fight? I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions.
I mean, you do what you gotta do, buddy.
Nah. I can see that cold bolt now, can I? We're gonna
No,
go for this.
there's a like you can't even see Ziddle Zap. There's like a stalactite between you two,
Oh,
or
gotcha.
stalagmite.
Neat.
There
Hey,
you go.
nice.
Atta boy. There we go.
Oh!
Ooh, that doobie's
Oh!
Max, smacks, smacks. Still like to see.
And then he has to make a Wisdom savings throw.
hot. Oh, did you Wrathful Smite again?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Wrathful Smite doesn't go through Oh, so it takes 5 more. Okay, I'm not. Okay.
That's why I rolled the
Or be
extra
frightened.
six.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay, let's see here. Wisdom save.
Bruh.
What is yours? Is it a 13?
12.
Oh,
It's a
bro.
12.
Why is your save only a 12?
I didn't roll that good, so like my only good stat is my strength.
Okay.
Level
You-
4, I'm up in the wisdom score.
All right, let's go. Yeah, he just kind of like looks at you for a minute. His eyes get wide, and then he just kind of shrugs it off.
That's right, bitch.
Jackson.
Wait, no, it's
Wait, it's my turn.
Oh, it is Ziddle Zaps. I'm sorry, I skipped past you.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm going to nimble escape.
Okay.
To disengage for as a
Mhm.
bonus action.
Mhm.
1, 2. I'm like, hey, buddy.
Hey,
Ziddle Zap just comes and like slides underneath the Manticore.
Our
I'm
favorite goblin. What's up,
gonna
buddy?
slide out from it, and when I look at his face, though, like I don't know if the other guys will see this, but I'm gonna use one of my special abilities.
Oh.
I'm gonna use unsettling presence on this guy.
Okay.
hell yeah.
As an action, you can unsettle a creature. Okay.
And like when he slides under, I imagine like he can like see like the aging, like the real aging in his face, so he looks almost like a zombie as he like slides underneath this Manticore's face, and then he like sticks his tongue out. I don't know if you guys know what Haunter does when he sticks his tongue out. But he's like, as this like his like this evil face slides underneath him, and then I'm gonna get both my daggers out and be like, let's fuck this guy.
What is a
Yeah!
Nice.
What is a good thing I
Would-
can make you fail?
Would me and Therian notice his face?
Make a perception check.
Both of us. Both of us.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably noticed that his face looks different than what it usually does.
God, I never knew you were so ugly up close.
Yeah, and I'm probably looking at you like, shut up, man, and I probably look normal again though.
Jackson.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cut my hand.
Okay.
Ignite my sword. 2 damage.
Okay.
Then I am going to attack him.
He quick pounces out of the way.
Oh,
Hmm.
a bit.
Going like fire, huh?
Everyone
just-
exit out of roll 20 and just join back in.
Kind of grits his teeth at you, and you
I
hear
just-
like a chuffing noise.
A tiger chuff. I love
Yep.
it.
Ophelia.
Mhm.
I love how Ophelia's just hiding behind this stalagmite over here. Yes.
Nice.
Spiritual weapon.
He looks very confused as its claws scratch along its side of its chest. He tried to hit it before and couldn't do anything, and now it's able to attack him.
He's not a smart boy.
Not a smart boy. Anything else, Ophelia?
Rolled a 1 and 1d8. It's really sad. That's a Okay, so it's a bonus action to hit with it again. So I'll just shoot another fireball.
Did you guys hear the Manticores?
Ooh! Ophelia just peeks around the corner.
What I'm talking about.
There we go.
That inner crank is coming out.
Yeah, right over
Just a
Ziddle
creaky
Zap's
ball.
head. You hear like a as it flies over your head and blasts right into his chest. And he lets out like a
Bro,
roar of
just
pain.
My butt cheeks
Okay.
clench real hard.
Can I hide again?
Perfect. Manticore's turn. All right.
Jacob, how's your health?
I'm fine.
Michael, how's your health?
I could use some.
He is gonna go and bite Therian.
Okay.
Misses. He goes and clamps down on your armor, and he's not able to like penetrate through the metal on your shoulder. And then like with both, like how cats do with both his paws, he kind of like pounces and tries to like squish you, Zittlezap, with both of his claws.
I'm gonna impose disadvantage.
Okay, so that one misses. And then that one hits.
I will shield.
Okay, so yeah, he like goes to like pounce on you, and the first one misses. You just kind of jump out of the way as Therian distracts him, and then when his other paw comes down, this blast of arcane energy comes out of your hand, and it shoots his hand off. And he just kind of looks at you angrily, not understanding what's going on.
I'm probably like laying under Therion's shield, and like, thanks, big guy.
Anything for a friend.
All right, and then let's see here. Jackson, does a 16 hit you? All right, so out of nowhere, like on the back of your head, you feel like a rock just right into the back of your head, and you turn around and you see a kobold is standing there, like spinning around a sling. You take 4.
Ow! I could use some health there.
Okay, so like my health, I don't have things to heal until after the battle, so let's do this quickly.
Noticing that their friend is getting a little messed up.
Is it my turn?
Not yet.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Oh no.
This one's gonna run up on
Oh, there's more.
Zittlezap
Anybody know sleeping?
and try and stab you for
I
20.
think my shield keeps me okay.
Your shield is yeah, your shield's still up. What does it make your AC?
Like 21.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he goes and like comes and like goes to like jump on you, and another blast of arcane comes out from behind you, shoots its dagger off, and then the other one is going to fling a rock at you as well, Zittlezap. You're the closest target that it can see. And another flash of arcane energy just bounces the rock off towards the Manticore.
I need to learn how to do that.
Wait, Mike, can you survive like another turn without healing? Okay, I'm gonna try a move here.
Okay.
I can't use any hemocraft though, because I could potentially hurt myself.
Okay.
Therian, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna just like put my I'm gonna point my mace at him, and he has to make a Constitution saving throw to be blind.
On
At
the
disadvantage.
on the
On the
Manticore?
Manticore.
Okay. At disadvantage is a con save. DC 12.
Well,
He
Let's go!
fails.
Yes!
Is he blinded or deafened?
he's blinded.
All right, so you watch as like you cast a spell. You watch as he's like looking at you, growling, snarling his teeth. His eyes just like slowly go like milky, and his pupils disappear. And you see him like start to swat at his face, kind of like freaking out. Can't figure out what to do. He's just swatting at his face.
I wasn't sure that was an order. Can I actually try to like smash him with my shield, like an improvised weapon?
I mean, no, because that would be a action.
Yeah.
No, that's like using your offhand weapon.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not.
That's not how that works at all, buddy.
And I want to throw my mace to my other hand and swing it at him.
No.
Such two-weapon fighting works. That's
Zittlezap, it is your turn. What would you like to do as this Manticore seemingly goes blind?
Yeah. I'm going to first try to swack this kobold in front of me
Okay.
with my dagger.
Yeah. And you hear another and it falls to the ground as you stick your dagger right into its gut.
Yep, and then I'm gonna excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. And I'm gonna throw one at this one with my offhand.
Okay.
Oh, so he can do stuff with this.
I have 2 daggers.
Shield! I don't think it's gonna feel good for anybody if I smack you with
Yep.
it.
Alright, let me get rid of the bonus though, real quick.
It would be what, -3?
It should just be a flat roll of 4.
Yeah,
damage.
it would just be a D4.
So it's gonna be 1 damage.
1. Okay. Yeah, that one like goes and like just like hits it in his thigh, and he kind of like falls down on his knee, but he kind of stumbles himself back up after a minute.
And then I'll move back. I'll move to here. I think I can do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I can move there.
Don't you only have 25?
Oh,
No.
Goblins have 30 feet movement speed.
I'm gonna email Wizards of the Coast.
They're the only small creature that does.
I had to deal with 25 movement speed on Toto for that long, and you
How
get
tall-
30.
How tall are kobolds, though?
It's like the same height as a goblin.
Goblins are like 3.5 to 4 feet tall.
I think the max a kobold can get is like 3.5.
Yeah, that's like the minimum of a goblin.
I don't care.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
also,
bullshit.
Like,
Even a
dwarves also
gnome,
only get 25.
even a gnome gets 25.
Yeah, but gnomes are only like a
I
foot
think
and a half.
don't dwarves get 25 too?
Yeah, goblins are the only small creature
Yeah.
with 30 foot movement.
Any
speed.
other small creature, no matter their height, gets 25.
That's why
Anyway,
the goblin is so good, bro.
Jackson, it is your turn.
So,
You can
Okay,
use
with
your
you,
30 feet of
I
movement
don't
too.
know how this works mechanically. I think it would work.
Uh-huh.
So if I use my action to hit him with my scimitar,
Uh-huh.
can I with my offhand pull my hand crossbow and shoot at the kobold?
Do they both have the light property? I think that's
Yes.
what it
Yeah.
needs to be. I think so, because I think it's...
Yeah,
Yeah, as long as they both have the light property, you can use your offhand.
Yes, it's not a regular crossbow. It's like a small hand compact
mhm.
crossbow. Okay, cool.
That's hot, bro.
Make a slash at the Manticore.
That hits.
Take that and
Ooh,
that.
Damn. That's a lot of
Yes,
damage.
sir.
Big boy
Putting it
damage.
on.
And the
Put it
shot at
on.
the.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Woo!
Ooh, just enough.
Yes!
You shoot it, think,
Oh my god!
and you watch as it hits it right in the chest and it falls backwards.
So I think it's
Nice.
like a flurry of fire, and it's just whoosh, and then you just see me like out of the fire pull a hand crossbow and shoot at the kobold, like nailing it in the throat.
It's the most badass Jackson has looked since you guys met him. Ophelia, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna take a second to take in the battlefield and see that my brother's looking a little rough.
Yeah, he is looking rough. Even though he's a badass, you see that he's like limping a little bit. He's looking hurt.
I'm gonna be like, Jackson, be careful! I'm gonna cast this on him.
Okay.
So what did it? I have the macro in that, I guess.
Okay, so if you do this, you won't be able to attack with your spiritual
know.
weapon. Okay.
So that's +3, so you get 6 hit points. And then I'll just shoot a firebolt. Can I shoot? Do I have to have like a straight line of sight on what I want to shoot it at, or does it really matter? Like if I want
It
to.
doesn't have to be a straight line.
I was shooting at the one that was over here.
Oh, okay. Oh, then that one's still up.
Yeah, and I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at the
This
kobold
one's still
that
up.
hit Jackson.
Okay. Yeah. That
Also, I know it's a little late now, and it didn't really matter, but all of our attacks against the Manticore have advantage
Why?
because he's blinded.
Oh, that is true.
That's it.
But I
That's
think-
maximum damage on that firebolt on the kobold, though.
Yeah, on the kobold with 1 hit
Would
point.
explode.
It does. Like you watch as the firebolt goes whizzing past you again, Zittlezap, like right over your head, and you watch as you hear like a, and it just you see like mist as like this chunks of kobold fall onto the ground.
Yeah, that's what you get for hurting my brother.
And you see like the flames are kind of like sitting on the parts of the kobold across the ground, right where it was laying.
I'm gonna
Ophelia
hide
is,
again.
Ophelia is definitely the person that gets mad and pokes you in the chest when she's mad at you.
Probably.
I just that's what you get for hitting my brother. Jab right in the
Yeah. Meanie. All right, so the Manticore is gonna swing blindly at you guys. With that disadvantage, its bite's gonna be on Therian.
Can I impose like super disadvantage?
No, that's not how that works. It misses. one of its claws is going to be on Jackson, and then the other one is going to be on Ziddlezap.
Sure.
Okay, and he missed. He's just kind of like swatting around. You guys are able to easily like just kind of move out of the way as he's just like freaking out, trying to hit you guys. He's probably like, "Where'd you go? What's happening?"
Where are my eyes?
And then after he swings at you, you hear he takes a swing and you hear a and he's gonna start taking off into the air.
Oh hell no.
And starts flying.
How much damage have you dealt to him?
Do you guys get attacks of opportunity on it?
Yeah, so do we get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, he's not disengaging if you want to take one.
Does a spiritual weapon get an attack of opportunity?
No, because you have to have Warcaster to do that. So if anybody's making an attack of opportunity, go ahead.
Yep.
Yes.
Doing it now.
Okay.
It's a 16 hit.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, they all hit.
What an inflict wounds?
Let's go.
Okay, you can't cast a spell as an opportunity attack. Do you have Warcaster? You have Warcaster. You do have Warcaster. Never mind. I was like, hold up. Okay, so you guys watch as it starts to like take off, freaking out. Goes to fly away. Ziddlezap, you quick like throw one of your daggers up into the air a little bit, and it thunk right into its like lung, right between its rib cages, and you hear it like wince in pain as it tries to get a little more lift. Rite of Flame, Jackson.
yes.
Okay.
That is what my sword. Well, it's on fire. That's what it is. It's a crimson rite.
Spicy. So yeah, you swing your sword and gash like a good chunk, and you watch as like its fur in that area starts to like catch fire as like blood starts to spill out of the slash under its stomach. And Therian, you all watch as this happen. You go to like grab its paw as it's like flying up into the air, and you hear a in your head, and all of you watch as it seems to like slow down. Like its wings are beating, and it's like beating fast, and then you watch as it kind of just like blurs and like slows down. Its wings aren't moving as fast, and you hear this Jackson as like this burst of necrotic energy comes out of your hands and just like almost encapsulates the whole Manticore and just like wraps around it in like these black like gross tendrils, and you hear it like scream in pain, and on the last it falls to the ground.
Not so tough now,
Why?
Spike Dragon.
Whoa. There's still a kobold though.
Not for long.
You don't have to kill it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the dex check for?
Therian, what would you like to do?
I need to check something before I do this. Oh, I don't have to hurry. Sorry.
You're fine.
Oh, I have to be able to see it for the spell. I can't see it there, can I?
Make a perception check. Well, no, you wouldn't be able to. There's a lip.
That's kind of lame.
And
bro.
it's dark over there.
A lip.
Think I care about darkness? I make darkness, bro.
Oh?
Just raising the darkness.
There's nothing else around here, right?
I have
Make a
dark
perception
vision.
check.
I was a man. I was born in it, molded by it.
You want to look around for more stuff?
Yeah, like if there's any more like creatures.
Go ahead. You don't see any.
Ain't nothing here. I'm just gonna
Alright.
cast.
Go ahead.
In that case, well, I mean, I guess no. I want to just be. Then I don't want to move from there. Like I don't want to. I'll just stay there. I'll just dash if I have to.
Okay. Little zap.
Is that kobold just gone?
I mean, you don't see him anymore.
He doing the big run.
Yeah, but I can also big run.
You can. You can move 5 feet more than he can.
No, now I feel even more disrespected. A kobold NPC gets 30 feet of movement.
Oh.
Yeah, but you get. I guess they get pack tactics too, don't they?
A kobold PC gets pack tactics, like
The heck, Wizards of the Coast.
right? Toto didn't deserve that disrespect.
No,
I
know, so
took a whole ass feat to fix that, guys. What's wrong with you?
Would I need to make like a roll to see if I knew where it ran off to, or would
If
I have
you
been
would
able
like
to watch
to-
it?
If you would like to try and find it, you'd have to go over to where you think it is and make a perception check, yes. We honestly could probably not be in combat. There's nothing hostile in the area at this time.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. If there's nothing hostile and it's running away, I'm not gonna chase it then. Like if we're not in combat anymore.
Yeah, you kind of like, you guys like, the Manticore like, poof, and like the dust goes all around it on the ground as it hits the ground. And you hear like a, and then it's kind of quiet after that.
I'm just gonna check these bodies for things and collect my daggers.
Okay. They each have 2 daggers of their own and a sling with a couple of like pebbles that go into it.
I'm gonna take the sling,
Okay.
and I'm gonna. What is a reasonable amount of daggers to carry?
32,
I mean, like,
36.
I can't tell you that, like, as many as you can carry. I mean, people can
We
walk
need to get-
around with like 4 great axes on their back if they have the weight capacity, so it's up to you.
I have a bandolier to carry them. I just need to know.
We need to get Zittles out the bag of holding.
let's see, how
just
many-
filled with daggers.
I normally carry 6.
They each have to roll a d8.
Okay.
Only 3 of them are within like quality of like the other 5 are kind of like rusty or they have chips coming out of them.
Okay, then I'll just pick up 2 extra, so I have 8.
Okay. Yeah, there's 3 that are like of quality for Zittlezap to carry around.
And I'll think more carefully about my character and how many actually sit on his bandolier.
Okay.
So I know how many slots I have.
I guess I'm gonna do the cleric thing, and everybody's gonna get 10 hit points.
Aww.
I'm back to full health, bro.
Look at him doing cleric stuff.
In good Witcher fashion, I'm cutting off the Manticore's head.
I'm gonna go up to my spiritual weapon and say thank you for the help and dismiss it.
You guys watch as it kind of like oddly looks at Ophelia and like almost nods and then disappears.
Are you okay, Jackson?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
As I bring my scimitar down on this thing's neck.
Oh, gross.
We need proof, and this is what I do. So
Make a strength check. You're not trying to do this like cleanly, are you? You're just chopping it off.
yeah, just try.
Guidance.
That's fine. Hey,
Add that
it
D40.
takes you maybe like 5 minutes to like carve through its spine and stuff like that to get its head all the way off, but you're able to get it off.
Oh, that's disgusting. That is so gross.
It's a trophy.
Here, you want to? Are we taking it back to the people?
Yes.
Okay, here's a baggie, and I'm gonna open up. I have a sack that you can put it in.
It's pretty big. I don't know.
Gross.
Is it gonna fit in that bag?
How big is your sack? Little sack.
Oh. I don't
Big
think
enough.
just ask somebody.
Good job, bud.
I don't know. I just bought it on the stupid when we started the campaign. Let me go find my PHP real quick.
Dog, I'll shut up. Look it up. Sack 5e. hold 1 cubic foot or 30 pounds of gear.
It cannot hold the Manticore head.
I'll just carry it. It's fine.
Lucky for him, I got another sack.
We'll just meld our sacks together.
I don't
We'll
think you
have
guys understand how
ultimate
backpacks
sack.
work.
We'll have 2 big sacks now.
I hate this.
What, you don't like whenever Therion and Zilizat put their sacks together to come up with a great plan?
Gentlemen, put your sacks away. I'll carry it.
Oh, my bad. I'm gonna roll up my sack and put it back in my backpack.
Oh my god.
Can I take its tail?
If you would like to, yeah.
Guidance.
I'm just gonna try to cut off its tail.
You're trying to cut it off nicely or just chopping it off?
No, I would like to try to cut it off nicely if I can.
Make a survival check. See how
Guide.
clean of a cut you can make. It is ugly. You go to cut through it, and it kind of just like it goes on an angle and starts to rip, and then you can't get through like the cartilage of the tail like that. You can't cut through it.
All right, I don't want it that bad.
Just
It's
cut
kind
it
of just
horizontal.
bleeding everywhere, and it like the skin started to tear.
I'm gonna collect some of its blood in vials as well. Sorry, Captain.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask if there was like any parts of this creature that might be useful for like spell casting and stuff. I don't know.
God, you guys are just ripping this thing apart.
I mean, probably like
Yeah.
some of its hair, maybe some of its spikes, stuff like that could be useful.
I'll take some of it.
I'm just gonna come over to this.
Cells that
poor
use
dead and-
Manticore parts.
I'm gonna come over to this poor, like,
Ivy.
dead and mutilated manticore and just bless the body.
Ew.
I'm so sorry.
I mean, you gotta make use of every piece of it, right?
Well, if your god is kind to it,
Now, so
while
you
it was an ass,
kneel
still-
down.
beast, an animal that can think.
Huh?
While it was an asshole, it's still a sentient being and it deserves rest.
It's true.
It is true.
Ophelia, did you see that shot I made?
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah. Your little healing spell helped out a lot. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it looks like they seem to be hitting you pretty hard. I didn't.
Yeah, not to mention that my magic kind of hurts me as well.
Yeah,
Hey, but like,
pretty
fire-
dangerous.
It comes with the trade, though.
Just be wise about it.
Absolutely, yeah. I've been living with it for a while, so it's still new, but I'll be careful.
Hasn't killed you yet.
I have lost an arm, but that wasn't because of hemocraft or my blood magic. That was just because a wizard was a bit not happy about seeing me.
I mean, I'm sure most wizards would not be happy to see you coming for them.
A bounty
yeah.
hunter of the mage cloaks, potentially.
When I worked for them.
Yeah. You need to work on your, like, talking skills.
Why? I think that went swimmingly.
Is that why we ran out of town?
What?
He's got a point.
Well, if they had just given us more information, we would have known that it was probably not an actual dragon.
Okay, but like people aren't gonna want to divulge information if you're raising your voice at them
I
and
raised my
accusing them of being on edge. There's just certain ways you approach different conversations that not like that.
Well, I mean, it worked out.
This time,
Most times.
So far.
I mean, fair.
Look, let's get back to the village.
Yes.
Who's carrying the head?
I am.
Is it heavy?
It's not too bad. Do Manticores keep treasure?
I mean, you don't know if they would
Oh,
keep treasure. You do know that like other adventurers have come in here.
Maybe we should look around for a second. See if we can find any trinkets.
Sure. I'll take a look.
Just walk around with my sonar ability here.
My passive perception of 20.
Where are you headed, Ophelia?
you see the
Did
map?
we ever check back kind of where the Manticore came from?
No, none of you have come back there.
It's little, I don't know. Does it have like a nest or like a
Well, as you get over here to this lip, it drops 20 feet.
Oh.
And then
Walk
there's like this
around.
20-foot dip. Yeah, that goes down, and you watch this Therian just comes out of like a cavern over here into the dip. Ophelia and Jackson, you see across the way, you see what looks more like a nest. It's kind of just like a clumps of like hay and weird cloths. Even like almost it looks like pillows, like giant pillows are in there. All like matted and dirty. Blood stains and just other kinds of stains that you're not sure what they are all over it. You don't see anything of like value over there. But you do see down in this pit, and Therion, you would notice as you walk down there, like right away, you probably like trip and step, and you hear like a crunching sound, and you see a skeletal, like remains of a humanoid, and you see probably about 7 or 8 of those scattered along this pit. Some of them are wearing like heavier armor that you see like scratch marks going through it. Some of them look like they were wearing like robes that are just kind of like laying on the ground and getting moldy. It doesn't smell very good. You see a couple of backpacks. And then you would notice one of them is clutching in their hand what looks just like a broom. But they're all like skeletal and they look like they've been here for a while.
A broom?
I assume you're gonna take some time to bless all the.
Yeah, I'm gonna like
Troops.
mass bless their bodies before we go rummaging through their stuff.
Give me a second. I will ritual cast detect magic and see if there's anything magical down here.
Okay, so you sit down and you start casting detect magic. Therian and Jackson, you guys do anything while she's sitting there?
I'm gonna climb up.
Climb back up to the top. Oh, to the
Yeah, over
Manticore
here.
side.
I'll
Okay,
give you guidance.
absolutely, yeah. Yeah, make like just a strength check. It won't be a hard DC. I mean, you could probably jump
Oh,
and
that's
then
Dex,
climb a little
sorry.
bit higher. What's your-
athletics.
Well, I mean, if it's the same bonus, we'll take the 21. You're able to like get
Okay.
up there and pull yourself up. Ziddles, make a perception check.
Sure.
And then Therian, you start blessing all the bodies and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
is there any like defining like items that it looks like they might have had that I could return to the city?
You find one of them has let me see something here.
If not, I'll just grab like their sword or
One of them
like
is
something like
wearing
that.
dark black armor with like maroon trim going around it. And they had a cape which is kind of like tattered and it's got like mothballs all over it and it's got a sigil, like a coin clipping it together. And on the coin that's clipping it together across where their chest would be, you see that the coin has, it's like a black coin with like a gold trim around it, and then in the center there in like a gold like raised up like overlay on top of it, there what looks like a hood almost, and then inside of the hood is just like a stick going straight up and down.
I'll
If
grab
you-
the key.
Okay, so you can like pull that off and everything like that. And if
And
you
I'll
want to
sh-
make a history check to see what it is, you can.
Oh, yeah, you know I really don't.
Um,
Too bad intelligence is the dumps. Oh, it's not the dump stat.
it's not the dump stat.
It's still not a good stat.
You're not. It looks familiar, but you're not quite sure what it could be.
Guidance?
You can guidance yourself. I don't think that D4 is gonna help. That 5, bro. Yeah, no.
7, baby!
And then you see one of them that's wearing like heavier armor. It looks almost like chainmail. They have a shield that's laying next to them, and on the shield you see a it looks like a torch with like flame going around it. That's like the emblem on the shield.
I will pick that up as well.
Yeah, and go ahead and make a religion check. You're not quite sure what that could be a symbol of either.
I don't get out.
Buddy.
You get the impression.
I have my 2 gods.
You get the impression from like the armor and then how the shield, like the emblem being on the shield and whatnot, that this was some sort of clerical person, but you're not quite sure what god they worshipped. Ophelia, you come out of your detect magic, and you sense a magical aura coming from, like a small magical aura coming from 2 of the backpacks, like 2 separate backpacks. And then the broom that the skeleton is clutching also lets off a magical aura.
I will go grab whatever the magical thingies are.
Just all of them.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so you go like
Careful with them. Oh my
as
God.
Therian's like blessing, Ophelia just stands up out of like a trance and starts rummaging through their stuff. The
I
magic
would be respectful and careful, but I'd still take it.
Really careful of you.
the 2 magical things coming from the backpacks are 2 healing potions.
Oh, sick.
And then you can grab the broom.
Can I identify it?
I mean, if you'd like to.
Yeah, I would like to.
Okay.
It's a room of fireballs.
Are you ritually identifying it again?
Ritually.
Yes.
Okay, so Ophelia sits down for 10 more minutes, staring at a broom.
Next to the bodies. For somebody that deals with spirits, this is messed up.
They don't need it anymore.
That's my girl.
Ooh. Okay.
That's not the point.
It is the point.
No.
Jackson, you searching around the back, you find it's just like it looks just like its nest. You don't find anything of value back here. You might find some more like bones, a lot of them being like cattle bones, a couple of humanoid bones back here. There's like mud stains and blood stains all over what looks like a giant pillow that you recall kind of resembles the ones that they were putting into like the weird barn shed thing that they were making in Gilromore. It looks like those. And then just like kind of like hay is like stuffed around it to make it fluffier.
Okay.
Marion, the spirits I speak to often are not very materialistic.
Well, no shit, they're a spirit.
Yeah.
They can't do
If there are ones that have specific requests regarding items, I respect them.
You do you. You do you, boo-boo. You do you.
So about 10 minutes go by. Ophelia, you hear like some weird whispers in your head as you're casting the spell, and you learn that it is a broom of flying.
Fuck yes.
Dibs.
Okay,
No.
next Olio.
That's mine. I'm a fucking witch.
True.
I saw it.
No, hey, that's all yours, dude.
All I want to see big clunky boy on the 1 pound broom in the air.
spirits are telling me this belongs with me.
I don't need more convincing than that.
Look, you only get to use that
Exciting.
excuse like once, just so you know.
You
At
don't know, Furia.
at the base of the broom, you see this written. I'm trying to see something.
Was that the magic word?
Oh,
Well, you would so you would learn that that is the command word to get it started, but you can't read that word.
Oh.
Kyle,
Yes, Jackson.
You can have it.
there's no camera for Tyler.
Why not? I don't like Tyler. Tyler doesn't need to be here.
That's fine.
Bruh.
Hello there.
There he is.
Okay.
I guess you can look at his face, guys.
Hey, do any of you guys know what this says on here?
What's it written in?
Jackson,
Would I know?
You can read it. It is
It's
written.
in Sylvan?
It's in wait. What languages do you know?
I know Sylvan, Elven, and Common.
Okay, it's in Elven.
Okay. What's it say?
And it says Alico, which is Elvish for fly.
It's the Elvish word for fly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that's
No.
probably an activation word.
Oh no,
So
I
the-
know what it is. I just didn't know what it said.
The pronunciation would be Alico.
And as
Ooh,
soon
cool.
as he says it, it bursts out of your hands and starts hovering in the air.
Bro, I think the spirits Jackson's.
If I say the word again, does it stop?
Yes. Let me.
Now I just need a hat.
I'll get you, my pretty.
That,
dog, too.
that is how it works.
Her brother was a witch.
She came down
Tyler,
in
did
a
I send you
bubble,
that
bro.
TikTok?
I don't know.
I think I sent it to you.
I got it.
I sent it to Jake.
You might have. Oh, yes, you did.
Stab him.
Okay, so I'll say the word and like see if it stops.
Yeah, it slowly floats down back into your hand.
This is amazing. I also found these healing potions. I have a feeling you're gonna need one of these, Jackson, and I toss one to you.
Thank you.
Does anyone else want one? Otherwise, I'll just hold on to it.
I feel like all of you have some kind of healing ability except for me.
I'll just hold on to it. I have a feeling I'm gonna give it to you anyways, Jackson.
Probably.
Wow. This has been fun.
And then I assume after Therian blesses everybody, you guys rummage through their stuff. The rest of the way.
The rest of the way? I mean, like, their coin purses and shit?
I mean, if you did it, it's up to you. I'm not gonna tell you.
Bruh.
No. I mean, if we find any coin, we should return it to the people of Gilramore.
I agree.
These are people of Gilramore. I'm keeping the broom, though.
Yes.
What if it was a family heirloom?
It's my family's heirloom now.
Jesus. It's the people of Gilramore's. Except for this.
This is mine.
Nice, brother.
I don't need coin, just their magic guys.
Yep.
So I guess with that we can leave the cave, huh? Or unless Jake had something to do.
No, I'm just looking around. I'm just chilling.
I mean, yeah, we'll take whatever coin and stuff there is and just return it to the people.
Okay. You find 47 gold pieces.
Bro, that
About-
is mine.
um,
That is mine, not the people's.
about 123 silver pieces. And then 82 copper pieces.
And off we go.
You
Like-
steal their magic items, but not their money. Apparently.
Yeah.
Wait, did we not take the money?
No, you
We
do
did,
take
but
it,
we're
but
gonna
you
return
said
it.
you were planning
Okay.
on giving it back.
Good. Okay, now that's the plan. Yes.
Yeah. No, that's fine. Like, yeah, you do all that.
I'd probably gripe the entire way that we're not keeping the money.
Well, they might end up just paying us anyways for killing the Manticore. You don't know.
That means we'd have 2 times the money.
I'm keeping the broom.
Ziddy makes a
That's
good
it.
point.
Okay, you keep the broom, I'll keep the gold. That's fair.
No, we're returning the money.
No, Therion. You don't see. You're not understanding.
No, you're not understanding.
We're broke, bro.
What
We
do
need money.
for?
We need to survive. You think that the supplies on the cart are just gonna last forever? Am I the only one here that's died 8 times? Yes.
Yes.
Am I also the only one
You
that
are.
understands that food is the principle of the matter that keeps us alive? Yes, apparently. We should keep the
some
gold.
money already.
We're not keeping this gold
I
unless
should
they tell us.
ale and nicotine.
We
What's
need, but
nicotine?
we need that money. If we're gonna live our life on the run, this isn't something we're just gonna be able to have.
I pull out a pouch and it's like full of like pipe smoke, like weed, and I'm like, this stuff.
That's great, Jackson.
Arian asked what it was.
It's very habit forming and bad for your lungs.
I have one arm.
Why do you think that is, huh?
Oh,
Not no bad age or nothing.
I don't mean to be blunt here, but you're also only gonna have one lung if you keep doing that.
I don't plan to live forever. Mister, I've died 8 times and been reincarnated.
I didn't ask to be born.
Neither did I.
No, me neither.
Well,
I mean, I don't think anybody technically asks to people.
you should still.
It's what you do with your life that matters.
Okay.
that was deep. That was hot.
Look here, Bucko.
Doesn't hear 9 lives.
We're keeping the gold.
No, we're not.
No.
Yes, we need.
I'm gonna
Why-
hang it. I'm just gonna dangle it 7 feet above him. Like you can't.
I'm gonna cast sleep on him. You want to play game? You want to play games?
You can't get.
You want to play games, kid? We can play games.
You hold it up, Therian, and you see Zittlezab start to do
I wanna just kick
motions
him in
of
the
casting a spell.
Just
You see
kick him in
some-
the face.
You see some big Z's coming out of this orb, dog.
Stop. Stop. Stop it.
I cast
don't
Wrath Smite.
I don't want to hear it. You kept the broom. I'm gonna turn back and look at this pouch.
Yeah, because the broom's cool.
Yeah, but what do I get? I helped fight everything too.
I didn't take anything.
That
Do you
well,
want
you're not
this healing
supposed to.
potion?
No, I don't want the healing potion. No. What? No. That's a no. I want the money. I can buy cool things to help me kill things with money. You know what I can do with a potion? Drink it one time and it's gone.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
9 lives. If we get something, you can have my portion of the reward.
I don't want your portion. I want that money.
That gives you your gold.
You ever heard of
This-
party fun?
Is that what we are? We're a party? We're working together? It doesn't really feel like it's.
Did you finally admit that we're a party?
Did we not just go in there and kill a manticore and
Doesn't matter. You
kobolds
finally said
together?
it. I walk out the cave.
if we're
I'm
not a
gonna
party,
fly
I would
on my
waste
broom.
I'm gonna just be irate and walk by myself
Hey,
because
Yeah.
I work with
How
a
did
bunch of imbeciles in my own
how did
brain.
you say that command word again?
I'm
Alico?
gone.
Yeah, Alex.
Close enough.
Shouting
Alpha?
it through the woods, trying to get it to fall. No, I
Whenever
think
Cat's only like 5 feet off the ground, I just want to be Alico while she's flying on it. So just
I wonder if it's like only the person that wields it can command it.
you do that just to be a dick, and you notice that once she's on the broom, nothing happens.
oh, that's lame.
Ah, yep, that'd be it.
I just like fly away like.
I didn't do it when she was high in the air. I didn't want her to get hurt.
Yeah, you say it, and it's fine. It stays up.
Alico, damn.
So you guys start taking your trek back through the valley of this smaller mountain range. As you head back towards your cart.
You're
You travel for a little bit. You get over the one mountain that was in your way. So you guys are right about here. And you get over that mountain and you get back to like where the path is, where it was like cut off on a dead end where you stopped your cart. Your cart is probably moved a little bit up the road.
Those fucking bandits touched our shit.
No,
didn't they?
everything's there. The horses are still attached to it. They're just not tied up, so they just started wandering.
Oh, okay. I got hungry. That's
So
fine.
like you get there and they're not there, and you see like their tracks of them like turning it around, and like you walked and maybe like a mile or two up the road, you finally catch up to them, and they're just trotting along.
You mean to tell me you didn't tie the horses up?
This is a. What?
We didn't tie the horses.
Yeah.
We.
We're a party.
Yeah, it's like I was like just like in my mind for like an hour. Whenever we got off the cart.
Zittlezap's like grumbling about 30 feet behind you.
47.
It's 47 gold pieces. Chill out.
But you finally make it to the cart and set the Manticore head on top of it.
Thanks
Climb.
for the sound effect.
Yep, you're welcome. Climb on top, and you're able to start heading back to Gilromore the right way. And yeah, you keep traveling. You travel for about a day, and you're about halfway there. You have to stop next to the base of one of the other mountains. You stop and pull off to the side, and you guys are able to lay down and have to take a long rest. Is there anything anybody wanted to do on the long rest?
Right.
Okay. So you kind of do your typical stuff. You cook up some rations, you pray, and you eventually lay down and are able to take your long rest. You wake up the next morning to a nice, like, cool morning. There's dew all over the grass and the trees around you, and you get back up onto your cart. The Manticore head is starting to almost, like, melt. It's starting to fall apart. It doesn't smell very good sitting on the back of the cart. And you continue on. You travel down this abandoned road a little bit longer. For about another day, you keep going. And as the sun is starting to set, you start to pass through the fields of Gilromore. That you know eventually, if you keep following the road, you'll get to like the main center of it, if you can even call it that. As you travel on. As you get through these fields, you see those mechanical cows are kind of wandering around still, intermixed with a couple of actual cattle. You keep going, and as you get towards like people, you see people like working out in the fields alongside them, and a couple of them look at you, and you see like their eyes go big, and they gasp, and they did it. Is that really what? Is that it? Is that the same one? That can't be. They really did it. And they kind of just, like, they start to follow you along the fences of their fields as you guys stroll into town, getting excited. And you pick up steam as you keep strolling into town. More and more people are kind of following you. And by the time you get to, like, where the what was it called? The Purple Beat, you get to its front steps, which is kind of like the center point of town. You kind of have a small crowd has gathered around you, and all of them are kind of just like, oh, they did it. They can't believe, no, that can't be it. That can't really be it. And they're all just kind of like gawking at you in awe.
What are the mayors called again?
They're called Reeves.
I never figure out who the Reeve is of Gilramore. I don't think we talked to them.
People of Gilramore, please fetch your Reeve.
And you see, Donnie comes out of the Purple Beat as like you're saying, then he goes, well, gods damn, you actually did it.
Told you he
Yo,
would.
Donnie, what up, dude?
He goes, let me go get them real quick, and he kind of heads down the road. He's gone for quite a while. Everything's pretty spread out, and he comes back up the road with another gentleman. And yeah, they walk up to you, and this older gentleman goes, well, by gods, you actually, is that really the spiked dragon?
Well, it's not a dragon. It's a manticore, and yes, it's dead.
It's Ushuk.
Ushuk is dead.
Yep.
I'm gonna get off the horse.
Yeah, and when you climb off the horse, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna like walk up to the reed and like put my hand out.
And-
Name's there.
He grabs it and shakes it like vigorously, and he goes, well, it's very nice to meet you, all of you. I'm Dalton. Fontaine. You can call me Fontaine. And like as you're doing this, Jackson announces that it's dead, and like the whole like 50 of them. There's not a lot of people here, but they all like cheer and scream and start clapping. And when this happens, behind you, Jackson, you notice, or not Jackson, Therian, as you're shaking his hand, behind the Reeve comes a man in dark, like crimson, like cloth is, he's wearing silver armor with like dark crimson like cloth on top of it, very similar to yours, wearing a helmet, and he has the symbol of the Crown's Guard on his shield as he comes up like on a horse behind the Reeve.
I like nod my head. Hello there.
And he nods and he jumps in and he goes, you did this all yourself?
No, not by myself.
And he looks like over your shoulder and sees like your party kind of just sitting on the cart. Everybody's like running up to you guys and shaking your hands and like thanking you and cheering and clapping. And the Crown's Guard kind of goes, well, that is very impressive. Please, can I get... Let's go sit down. Let's go get some tea. And he looks over at Donnie, and like Donnie runs back to the Purple Beat to make tea. And discuss what you've done here. This is amazing. I know that Gilramore has sent plenty of people back into the lair of the spiked dragon, but to come back with its head alive, very impressive.
My part is very tired. However, it was quite the journey. I can talk, but they, I'm sure, would like some rest.
Absolutely. All I needed. Well, that's fine. We just need to sit down for a minute. I have to... When things like this happen, we usually write a report up, and the king will want to hear about this, so... One of you, all of you. It doesn't matter.
I'll sit with you.
I'll go.
Okay.
Well, goddamn.
Do not speak for all of us, Therian.
And you guys kind of work your way through the crowd, hitch up your horses. Somebody comes up and hitches your horses for you. You watch as a couple people grab the head, and you see like 4 or 5 people are like carrying the head over them, and you hear like a loud, and they throw it into the shed that they were making. And they're cheering and screaming. You hear a whoosh, and you watch as like the whole shed goes up in flames as they like cheer around it. And as that's happening, you guys are kind of like making your way into the Purple Beat. You smell the aroma of coffee. Well, coffee and tea is being made as this Crown's Guard kind of gestures and follows you in with the Reeve and Donnie, and you see Melanie's in there as well, working with Donnie. But as you enter, we're gonna take a quick break. So we'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll see what these guys do next. Welcome back to the second half of Secrets of the Lost Summit. I still hate everybody here, but it's okay.
We don't.
I know.
Stream has to think I do.
So you guys made it back to Gilramore. The town started having like a little party. They're very excited that you were able to get rid of what they knew as the spiked dragon. And you guys have been asked to meet with one of the Crown's Guard. They've kind of shuffled you into the Purple Beat while there is a roaring bonfire outside. As you get inside, you can still see the light from the bonfire like shining through the windows. But you guys sit down at a table. Donnie and Melanie. Bring you some tea and coffee and like biscuits and small stuff like that. They give it to you, and they kind of just nod at you. Probably thank you a couple more times again, and then walk back to the back, and you hear like dishes clanging and stuff like that.
Your tea is fantastic.
Were they halflings?
Great.
Yes, they're halflings.
Amazing.
Okay. I couldn't remember. Yes,
You know,
this tea is divine.
Quite fond of these athletes.
The Reeve goes, Donnie and Melanie really know what they're doing.
Certainly with tea.
Fine tea.
That's the tea.
Sis.
Anyways.
Kyle's gonna murder me.
It's fine. You'll be the one sad when it happens. It's okay.
I'm gonna
Hey, sit
cry
down.
if Jackson dies.
Yeah. Not,
You thought the tea tasted good?
not with this
Make
heart of
Constitution
stone.
saving throw.
You just have a tavern background, Tyler.
What about it?
Goodness.
What about it?
So, you guys start eating and drinking, and they kind of like let you sit in silence for a minute, especially because I know it's been a long couple days. And then eventually the Crown's Guard kind of pipes up and he goes, "So, please tell me your story. How did you guys come to be together and to go off fighting creatures that you have never even heard of?"
Funny
You hear about
story,
the bit?
really.
In Silith?
No, I haven't made it to that far north. Is there something more I should be reporting?
Yeah. Therion's quite a good storyteller. I think I'll let him take the reins on that one.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You want me to just tell him what's going on?
Sure, yeah.
I think it should be a group effort. We should
Well,
all tell the story.
we made our way down here from Scylla after the city was attacked by goblins.
Oh, and a bargeist.
Is that what that was? I never actually figured out what that thing was.
Did we
It's
ever
a
figure it
big
out?
I mean,
dog thing.
I don't think in character anybody ever figured it out.
Some evil fiend.
If any of you want to make
Yes.
like an Arcana check, you might know.
Yeah.
I decapitated a demon.
I have no idea what it was. It was a really big dog.
You're welcome.
With a 15 Therion, you would know that it's that it is some kind of shape-shifting fiend that comes from
A weregoblin.
pretty much that comes from the abyss below. Somehow it got up here to the surface and was taking refuge in that cave.
Right.
We don't know.
Demons, abyss, hells, devils. Right? That's how that goes?
I don't know.
Yes.
That's out of character.
They're all fiends in general, then.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm.
They're all evil as shit.
Because, like, the devils were fighting in the Blood War, like demons.
Like how a square is a
From, like, the
rectangle,
shadow
but a
clones up.
rectangle isn't a square.
Pretty much,
Right.
yeah.
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 All the myths in the abyss.
So, back in Silicon, the town had been being attacked by what I can only describe it as a shape-shifting goblin from the abyss.
It was terrifying.
It was
How
very
did it-
large.
How did it get
That's
to
me.
in Silith? If it's from
We don't
Xenos?
know. We only knew that
Good
it was taking
question.
refuge in a cave a little bit outside of town. And we had offered to go slay it for them. I know the people of Silith well, and so we went and we stopped the goblin threat there and the demon, and then we were on our way traveling down to Gilramore. And as soon as we got here, we noticed the lack of cows for I don't really know how else to say that. It was
Well,
lack of
see,
cows.
we left Silith because our time there was done. But when we visited Ferris, because it's our Therion's hometown, we heard some rumors of mysterious disappearances and thought maybe we could lend a hand in trying to figure out what could be going on. When we passed through Gilramore, learned of the blight on this town with the spiked dragon, felt we could convene and potentially help, and I guess we did. We're just trying to make the world a better place than it was when we entered it.
The disappearance is a person for me.
Yes, it is personal for our friend, so we thought that maybe it could help answer some questions of his.
He looks at you, Therion, and he goes, "So you plan to travel to Zahal and investigate those disappearances?"
Yes, that's correct.
Your accent's quite interesting.
Jackson?
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's just interesting. You have an interesting accent.
Don't mind.
I don't mean offense by that. It's just quite interesting.
You really need to work on your tone.
You're from like Kadari or Julatros? Like where?
No, I am from here in Westopia.
Okay. Just curious.
Don't mind my friend. He's very
He lacks tact.
He doesn't work up here.
What he
Your
lacks
boyfriend?
in tact, he makes up for it. What did you just say?
Yeah, boyfriend, key boyfriend.
I don't have the time for such personal affairs.
You ever do?
I'm so I'm
He blushes a little bit and then goes back to his notebook and looks at Therion.
don't mind my friend. He's very blunt.
I'm a bit high
When
off
speaking-
of the two
when speaking
incredible
and in the head.
beasts we've slain in the past week.
It is quite impressive. And what your plan is to travel together now and continue through Eopea, just slaying monsters?
We kind of want to get
The
to the bottom.
monsters are more of a side gig.
Yeah, we felt the town needed some help, so we decided to help.
Well,
we
that
see
is-
people and help. We're there.
It's very generous.
Whatever
I can
puts
never
food in
turn
our
out.
bellies and shelter over our heads.
It's understandable. Well, that is pretty much everything that I was told to ask for. I bring the report back to Kashire. The king will probably want to hear about this. I think the only thing I forgot is what is your names and what do we call you?
I'm Jackson Terrace.
And he like scribbles that down.
They're Windmaker.
He scribbles it down. Looks at Ophelia and
Jackson.
Ziddle's app like,
You don't need my name. Doesn't matter anyways.
I'm just kind of looking at Jackson for what to say.
like goes right in his notebook and he goes, creepy,
I'm-
creepy goblin.
Zitty. You can call him Zitty.
Creepy goblin, parentheses, Ziddy.
I'd put your name on this one there, sis.
I'm Ophelia and Terrace.
Ah, siblings. Twins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Writes it down. And he goes, says that's all?
That's all of our names? Is
If
that all
we-
you need?
Pretty much, yes.
You're going back to Cashire Hall?
Well, yes, that's where our base is. Base of
Immediately?
operations for the Crown's Guard. Yes. Why?
I don't know. That's kind of where we're headed at. I don't want to like travel
But we
together.
have a stop before that.
In a roundabout way. We'll
Do we?
eventually get there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
we're in a hill
where?
struggle.
Oh yeah, that's right. I love Hill Struggle.
Yeah, we're gonna go see your friends there.
I love Hill Struggle. We're going to Hill Struggle.
He looks at you and goes, you've been to Hill Struggle?
Yes.
Interesting.
Why is that interesting?
There's strange folk that live out there.
They're not strange. They're really cool.
Have you met her?
Everybody's a little strange.
I guess that is true.
Why?
You're a little strange. I'm a little strange.
Speak for yourself.
Let's do something.
You're
a little strange.
definitely strange, City.
What?
Jackson,
I'm
what
sorry.
is happening into you?
Probably cast
I'm feeling
silence
good.
on Jackson. I like to think that it still makes the audible like noise. So he's just like mad. He's like,
Kyle was not looking.
What did you do? Do I even want to know?
So
I was like, I'm gonna cast silence on Jackson.
and I was just like,
Oh my god.
Oh no. What makes the people of Hill Struggle strange?
They are just a little more
Where's-
uncivilized compared to the people of the kingdom.
Why does that make them strange?
What?
Different people live different ways.
Is that a
This is
is that
true.
a local accent?
Jackson.
I'm
What?
whispering this to Ziddlezap. I'm not.
Oh,
What?
it's like,
Is his accent local? Like to Cashire?
Do you want me to kill him?
No. He just, I don't know. It feels out of place. Everybody else is like,
I mean, I'll do it.
no, I didn't need to kill him. No,
he's from like the melting pot of Westopia, dog.
I mean, sure, but it's just, it feels out of place.
Cause he's not from here.
But he said he was from here.
No, he said he's from Cashire. He's just. Ah!
Look, honestly, like, if I'm not killing him, I don't really care where he's from.
Somewhere else. What is this Crown's Guard's name?
Do you ask him?
Yes.
My name is Stoa Swiftthorn.
Swift
So,
Hey, Therion,
Yes.
can I talk to you for a minute over there,
Wait, did you
please?
say Miss Thorn?
Swiftthorn.
Swift Thorn. Why does everybody's name Thorn? Okay?
It's an interesting surname.
This-
Where do the Swift
father
Thorns
gave it to
hail
me.
from? Oh, I assume. I assume so.
From Zahal,
Sahal.
Cashire.
Okay. Sorry.
What was his first name?
have you ever been to Cashire Hall, Jackson? It's not like you know what people
I just-
sound like from Cashire Hall.
I don't think I've been that south. I stay more up in the western region of Westopia.
I haven't seen much of Eopea. I don't know what different dialects and accents people of different areas have.
That's why we'll find out.
Does that name have any, like, value to it? Like, is he, like, in a succession of people that would have been a Crown Guard that I would have heard of before? Or do you think that this is something that's fairly new?
Make a history check.
History
It's a
bro.
proud surname. It's quite. It's got a real like oomph to it, swift form.
Jackson.
I'm just what? I'm just making conversation.
Stop
I'm not. I'm making
Yes, you
conversation.
Um,
Sure, the man doesn't get to sit down that often with his being a Crown's guardsman.
It's a strong, burly man sitting across the table.
No, it's a good name. You guys gotta get your fucking minds out of the gutter. Wow.
You took it there.
I didn't take it anywhere.
Zittlezap, you knew of on your last life before this one. You have like a quick flash of a Briven Swiftthorn, who wasn't known as a Crown's Guard. He was more of a. You worked with him a little bit with the party that you were with at that time. They were more of like a mercenary. They didn't really associate themselves with anything, but you helped them out of a sticky situation, and they stuck with you for a little bit before parting ways.
You said that first name was what? I'm sorry, Briva?
Briven.
Gotcha. Thank you.
That's a good name too. Damn.
Bro, Kyle, this name generator's on fire.
Joke's on you. I have all these names already.
Where'd you get them from?
I mean, I got them from a name generator, but I have them all written down.
It's a good name. It's a good, solid name. Briven Swiftthorn. That's a
Thank you.
cool name.
I'm pretty proud of my family.
You know, a long line of guardsmen, or is it kind of?
Oh wait. I don't know if I would have told anybody that though.
No, I'm just asking.
Jackson's been asking about his name this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you-
Yeah,
you-
just the
talk to.
Swiftthorn part.
You would recognize a Briven Swiftthorn from your past, Zittlezap, but Jackson's just being nosy.
I'm just talking to him.
Yeah.
Therion. I'm gonna like pull at Therion's like cape and be like, "Can we talk over there for a minute?"
Yeah, excuse us. Just,
And he
like, nod, get up.
kind of goes off on a tangent. He's like, well, my father, yes, he was in the Crown's Guard. He was once the head Crown's Guard of Westopia.
Oh, wow.
Of
Of all of Westopia? That's incredible.
Westopia, yes. And then my grandfather, he was more of a lower level Crown's Guard like myself. He didn't get very high in the ranks. And then there was my great grandfather. He wasn't a Crown Guard. He lived a secretive life. Not much is known about him.
What are your aspirations in the Crown's Guard? Are you trying to?
I mean, doesn't anyone in any rank of power aspire to be the highest in power?
I suppose, but with power comes corruption.
This is true. It's a dangerous game to play.
Giving power to men is, with great power comes great responsibility.
It's a good line. It's a good mantra to live by.
Yeah, you can coin that one if you want. That one's for free.
And he's still writing things down, and he kind of goes. He's like, "You guys working together are gaining quite a bit of power as well."
I guess it's good to get our names out, especially if we're helping people. That's the goal.
Absolutely.
I mean, because it's pretty war torn for a while, so it's good to help the small guys.
Absolutely, and I'm sure wherever you go will greatly appreciate it. Do you have a name that you go by that people will know you by as you travel from place to place?
Like a name for our party?
For yes.
Oh well, I don't think we've really come up with one or been called one.
And he kind of stands up and pushes his chair and then closes his notebook. He goes, "Well, there's something you might want to think about in this telegraph that we send out. It'll just be your four names, but after it's a mouthful. People won't remember you by just your
That's
four
fair.
individual names. And if you're going to
How long are you going to be in town?
probably just
Maybe a day.
just the evening, and then I'll head back tomorrow."
If we think of something, we'll find you.
Absolutely. And he kind of nods his head, nods at the reeve, and walks out.
But if you need to talk to me about something,
I don't like that guy at all.
why?
I think he's lying about something.
Why?
Do you know something about that accent that I asked you about a second ago?
Me?
We're not talking-
We're not by you guys.
Okay. I guess we're with the Reeve then, huh? Probably just
Yes.
chit-chatting over some tea and biscuits.
Yeah, and he just like keeps thanking you over and over again.
Please, it's our duty to help these small villages like yours.
And he goes, we don't have much to give, as we've obviously been short, but perhaps we can load up your carts, fill it with. How long? Where you go? What is your plan? Are you staying in Gilramore?
We'll probably stay the night and then we'll head to Hillshuggle and then Cashire after that. I'm sure filling our cart with rations will please the whole party.
He goes, yes, we'll make sure that you can make it to Hillshuggle and to Cashire with proper care.
I don't know who's holding on to it right now. I think it's probably Therian, but he's talking to Ziddy right now. We found a good sum of money in the cave, and we wanted to return that to Gilramore.
Okay.
He goes, well, that is very generous.
Well, it looks like you guys could use it, at least to maybe fatten your calves and fix up your defenses and things like that.
As well, I really don't know how to thank you guys. You'll be renowned throughout Gilramore, and we will make sure anybody who comes through knows of. And he like looks at you again, like, what? You for?
We're working on it.
Kind of putting the burden on me here for making a nickname. Ophelia? Any ideas, maybe? We're pretty fantastic.
And there's 4 of us.
Absolutely not.
Across
the hall. Just,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
I pick up my purple cape, just wrong color.
Pull out like a notebook and like Fantastic Four.
Like a list. What about the Avengers? Oh shit.
New
The
Avengers?
Revengers.
The Young Avengers. No.
Justice League.
And after
2.
There's only 4 of us.
after a little more like small talk, he goes, well, I'm sure you guys are tired after the past couple days, even week you've had. But if you would like to, I'm sure. And he like looks out the window, and you can see out the window they're like they've lit the shed on fire with the Manticore head in it, and they're like almost like dancing around it, like they are like cheering. They're like very excited about it. He goes, I'm sure that the town wouldn't mind enjoying a drink or two with you outside, or if you need to go to bed, I also understand. But
Hey,
the town is
I'm gonna
yours.
get up and leave.
And he probably
I
walks
could
in
use
like
a strong ale.
he probably walks and like opens the door for you and steps out with you, Jackson.
Thank you. How about a drink?
He goes, well, I haven't had a drink in a while. Why not?
Join me, and I'll take him to like go grab a mug of ale.
And yeah, you get out there, and like Donnie has set up like a keg like on a stand outside, and people are just walking up to it with like their own tankards and stuff like that, and getting it and going back to the bonfire and stuff.
I think I'm gonna fill my tankard and fill one for the Reeve. I'm just gonna be like, people of Gilramore, my group needs a name. Since we are going to drink and celebrate and party tonight together, what should we call ourselves?
And a couple of them, like a lot of them are just like they hardly notice you. They're too busy like dancing. But a couple of them that are like super drunk are like, the Manticores Slayers,
We'll put that one on the back
the
burner. It's not
Spiked
bad.
Dragons.
I'm gonna slam my head through the glass. Like, that's not on the back burner.
No, just being nice.
And like one of them like looks at you, and then they like look like they're thinking really hard, and they're like, "The goblin and the humans. That's a good one."
I'm gonna stick my head back into the bar and go, permission to kill that nerd.
Like,
No,
like they're
mission denied.
I'm gonna like just pat his shoulder and like, good try, man, good try.
they're all
Yeah,
just
but
like
that's true.
throwing out just sad names because they're a little tipsy and they don't know anything about you.
Fuck it, keep drinking, and I'm gonna slam it.
And they're like,
Anyway.
yeah, and they keep dancing around the fire. Jackson
on.
and Therian.
We need to be careful about who we're just giving our names to if we're being hunted.
I knew that, but I wasn't gonna give them. I
Well-
wasn't gonna give them y'all's name. It's just mine. My name's
What? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Do you not know how this works? You're harboring criminals.
They don't know that.
You don't think
What is
that
this?
the Crown's Guard does? You don't think that the Crown's Guard doesn't know about these two? I mean, didn't do the... What are these cloak nerds people? You don't think that they work in tandem with the Reeve and the Crown's Guard? You don't think they don't know our names? If you guys want to survive, we're gonna have to think more.
Jackson was the one that wanted to join me in the conversation.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to him next, but he's too drunk to hear my words right now.
Hey!
It's gonna come out of my mouth.
You see?
You look out the window, there's like a weird conga line going on.
I think Ophelia agrees with me. I don't know if she was 100% behind giving out her name, so I don't think I need to talk to her.
I didn't want to give out our names. He
I'm
heard my name. I had already introduced myself.
Well, next time, don't. Just tell them none your business. That's what I do. And then, if they ask again, I kill them.
No.
That's how it
No.
goes.
We don't just kill people because they ask us our name.
If they are asking me things that I don't like, that's what I'm going to do.
No, we need to have no.
I just wanted to let you know that we have to be more careful because I don't trust anyone that says that they're involved with any form of the government right now. I'm going to go make my conspiracy theories in my tent. And I'm going to leave. I'm not going to go to the party. I'm going to go find an opening in the pasture with the mechanical cows and set up my tent and get out a notebook and start like writing down this Stoa Swiftthorn's name and like his connection and like trying to figure out what the mage cloaks are. And I'm probably gonna like spend like the whole evening trying to figure out anything that I can that I might be able to relay to a certain someone at a later date.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
yeah.
close my book. I'll put on my jams and stuff my ears with something so I don't have to listen to the party.
I imagine Ziddle's just in his tent, like that meme of the guy with the web on his.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I'm not going to go to the party.
I've pulled out my lute and I've started playing songs for the crowd.
Now they're really dancing. Now there's music.
Uh,
I want
Ophelia!
him to make a performance check. Just to see.
Oh, we'll get there.
Uh,
Sister, come,
Oh my
enjoy
God.
the night with me.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm going to go up to my room
Mhm.
and I think like I'm going to like close and lock the door.
Okay.
And I'm going to like put stuff like under the door so light doesn't come out of the room.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like sit down in front of my book and I'm gonna open it and I want to cast augury
Okay.
and I want to ask what was giving our names the wrong idea.
Okay. And what is augury? Can you post that? Thank you, buddy.
I was only within 30 minutes, so
You just hear it from outside. Tell me why.
And just a whole crowd just ain't nothing but.
Tell me why.
I feel like it's bleeding through my like stuffed ears, and I'm just hitting my head on the ground.
Okay, so you sit down and you start casting augury, and you have your you said it's a scale, right? One side's wheel and one side's woe.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I don't know how it would be for cadency, because I've probably moved over to mainly cadency now.
Okay, yeah, I mean, and that's fine, but yeah,
What are the
okay.
minute or hour hand moves?
Tyler's literally doing what I wanted to do.
Casting augury.
Yes.
I mean, you both can cast augury. You're fine.
You just get to know what your result's gonna be early.
You sit down and she's like, well, then I don't have to wait the spell slot. I'll just wait till they tells me. You set out your scale and you start casting augury, and you kind of sit there for a minute and you don't hear anything, and then you hear the chick, 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 but you're not used to. The only other time you've heard it is when you were fighting the Manticore, and it starts ticking, and it gets a little bit. It speeds up just a little bit, and you watch as the scale starts to swing back and forth slowly, and it pushes it. It doesn't like go all the way down or up in one direction, but it leans more towards the woe side. And you hear like the chick, 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 and then it just stops, and your scale balances back out as the spell ends.
I think I definitely just I pick up my scale and my book, and I get it all together, and I pack all of my stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Jackson's room. I'm gonna pack all of his stuff,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna head over to Ophelia's room.
Okay. Ophelia, would you be in your room by now?
Yeah.
Were you gonna do the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay. What does your augury look like? Because we've seen Therian's before. As it's like slowly transitioning, what does yours look like?
Probably very seance like. I have like these candles and like incense that I burn, and then I pull out this deck of tarot cards, and then just kind of do like a tarot reading. I was gonna ask literally the same question.
Okay.
I was like, should I have done that? I feel like I shouldn't have done that. I'm like just putting on me.
I said that.
I'm just gonna.
Give me a minute.
Screw your minute. Open the door.
I don't answer.
Ophelia.
So you sit down and like you're like trying to do augury as he's like banging on your door, and you get like it all set up and you start to cast the spell. And you light all the candles around you and pull out your tarot cards and start laying them down. And you go to flip over the one that you know you need to flip over to complete the spell. And as it flips over, you hear a and all of your candles blow out. The room goes dark for a minute, and as your eyes like focus into your dark vision now that the candlelight is gone, the card that you flipped over, it looks like the moon, but the moon kind of has a face on it. And then there are two like wolves sitting on the ground that look like they're howling up at the moon with like they're like sitting next to a river, and coming out of the riverbed, it looks like there's like a lobster that's slowly crawling towards the wolves, and like the tarot card almost looks like it's moving a little bit, almost like a holographic card. that's kind of like slowly moving towards the wolves. And you would know that this is the moon. It's written at the bottom, and it stands for like fears and anxiety. And then as the spell like slowly wears off, you flip the card back over and you hear another like what? And all the candles light back up. And you hear the on your door.
I'll open the door. What?
Pack your things.
I don't have a lot of things.
Well, the few that you have, get them together. I'm grabbing Jackson's stuff. We sleep, just not here tonight.
Yeah, we made a
I need
mistake,
you.
didn't we?
The gods have felt that way.
Yeah, so do.
I need you to go get Jackson. You're the only person that can get him. for
So do
this.
the ghostesses.
Yep.
Oh, you talk to your people too?
Maybe our people should talk.
Let my people tell your people.
Go get Jackson. I already have his things ready. I'm gonna go get Zittles out.
I'll
So
go
you
grab
guys
Jackson.
pack up your things. You start heading down. You see like Melanie and Donnie are cleaning up the lobby where you guys were eating, and they see you walk down with all your stuff. And Melanie goes, "Where are you leaving so soon? You just got back. It's almost the middle of the night."
You know, it's. Yep. Bye.
And she just kind of looks like oddly at you. And Donnie comes out of the kitchen. She's like, "Are you guys leaving already?"
I walk down the stairs. I'm like, we just need to discuss some things. So we're just gonna go out a little bit more privately than just the rooms.
And he kind of just nods. "Whatever you got to do." And he's like wiping a glass, and he sets it on the counter and grabs another one. And they continue cleaning.
Yeah, I'd probably just like bring our stuff down.
Okay.
Like me, Jackson's.
Yeah, so you walk out with all of your stuff, and you see Jackson. Jackson, please make a performance check for me.
Well, 20 decided to shrink my player sheet.
I hate when it does that. Oh, yeah.
-2.
It's not bad. He's kind of like dancing around. A couple people are dancing around him, and he's kind of just playing along and humming along like a little melody. Ophelia, you might recognize it from like your childhood or something as he's dancing around a little bit.
I'm going to pull him somewhere private. Is there anywhere private we can go that I can talk to him?
I mean, Gilromore it's just like the fields, and then the only buildings are people's houses. So like, your best bet would be just to leave Gilromore entirely, or you do see Zittlezap's tent is off in a field. It's pretty secluded. But those would be like looking around and quickly investigating the best option. Your best options would be to either go to Zittlezap's tent or just leave Gilromore altogether.
I just grab Jackson's arm. Jackson?
Hmm?
We have to go.
That's right.
Now. We have to go.
Okay.
Let's
No
go.
questions.
And I'll just meet back up with Theriana and Zittlezap.
Okay, so you head to Zittlezap's tent.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
And it's just like you're able to like hop over one of like the smaller, they're just kind of like picket type fence, and you're able to hop over it or you go through it if you bend down, and you walk through the field past some cattle. You walk past one of the mechanical bulls, and it kind of like and it ping as one of the springs goes flying out of it, and then it quick runs off. Yeah, you have to quick duck out of the way, and it goes running off it when it like startles itself, and you startle it, and you make it to Zittlezap's tent, and you probably see like would Zittlezap have a light on in his tent?
No, there's no light on. He's sleeping.
Oh, okay. So you walk up to his tent and you hear a nice little.
Zittles out. Zilza. I shake his head.
You're not gonna get me! I'm gonna throw my orb at him.
That goblin is feisty.
So you probably just see like this bluish black orb come flying out of the front of the tent at you, and it's not very hard either. Like I am not strong, but
Yeah, it
it's
just kind of
enough
like hits your armor, tink, and just kind of flops onto the ground with a loud thud in front of you.
And then like you probably see him like roll out of the back of it. I imagine it's like one of those tents that's like got two open flaps on both
Okay.
sides, and he's just like in his pajamas. He's got his nightcap on, and he's
Spread it
wearing
out.
he's got his ring on, and he's pointing the ring right at you, Therion, like holding it, and you can see like a fire starting to crackle from the
Hey,
gemstone
hey.
on it.
Calm down. Calm down.
What? What?
We have to go.
Oh yeah, they found out, didn't they?
Yeah, you were right. Let's go.
How'd
now.
you find
We
out?
only have. I talked to the gods.
Yeah, you didn't need to talk to the gods, stupid, when I'm standing right here.
It's
I'm
time
gonna
to
start
go.
taking my tent down and be like, I told you, you stupid ass. I'm just grumbling. I'm
I
gonna grab
pull-
my orb and put the orb back. I'm stupid. I just kick the tent over, like put the stakes up the best I can, just roll it up and throw it in my bag. I'm like, this sucks. And I'm just walking, and it's probably this damp grass in my jams. You guys are.
I
dicks.
pull out a piece of
I
paper
know.
from my belt. I'm like, here.
What is
In
this?
writing. Said you were right.
Yeah, I knew I was right. Now, now I'm grouchy because I didn't get my sleep.
Sleep on the car. All right, I'll drive the car.
Oh
So-
no, I'll walk with you.
You guys are gonna start heading out of Gilromore.
I figured we'll just head like a couple miles out
Okay.
and then we can rest.
Are you grabbing the
Right.
cart? The
Oh
cart.
yeah, I'm taking
the,
the car.
the cart is in the center of like everybody dancing around, and like people have started putting stuff onto it because they said they were gonna stock it up for you overnight.
Yeah, I grabbed the car.
Okay, so you walk over to grab it. Okay, and they're like
Mhm.
stocking up. And they're like, "Well, you can't go yet. We got to get all the food on it for you guys."
It's okay. Thank you.
Hey, how bad do we need to get out of here without them knowing?
They can know that we left. They don't need to. They just don't need
Like-
to know we win.
All right. How big is this area, and how many people are here, Kyle?
The the area that like the cart is it like the area that the cart and like the party type thing is going on in?
Yeah.
It's not a very big area, maybe like, cause like it's the shed that they lit on fire. That's like the bonfire now, is
Mhm.
right across the road from the Purple Beat, and it's kind of like in a corner of somebody's field, and they had set it up. They lit it on fire, and they're like in the field a little bit, and they're in the road in front of the Purple Beat. That's kind of like where they're all gathered. Your cart
Mhm.
is in that road in front of the Purple Beat. So maybe there's only like 70 to 80 people here right now, and a couple of them have started to go home. It's maybe 100 feet, is the whole area that they're in diameter with your cart.
Okay.
And it literally looks like almost all of Gilromore is here. Like this is the whole town. You see like their kids. You see older people. You see the gnome the half gnome that you were yelling at the other night when he was trying to fix the mechanical bull.
It's fine.
Okay. Are they making a fuss or anything that we're leaving?
A couple of them that were like stocking it up are like, "You guys are leaving already." Like they seem more sad. Like they're like, "Where are you going? We were gonna stock up the cart."
We're not leaving. What you have given us is we're grateful. We just need to take our things and sort some stuff out very quickly.
Okay. So yeah, eventually they ease up. You know, they're a little tipsy. All of them kind of are. So they're kind of just like, okay, whatever. And then as you like get on the cart and you start pulling it out, they start kind of parting in the road to let you guys through. And when that happens, they all start like clapping and cheering and screaming as you're like walking away.
I just like wave back to them.
And yeah, you just hear them screaming and clapping and cheering. You hear lots of thank yous and stuff like that. Like a couple of them are throwing extra, like not flowers, but like there's like carrots and like some potatoes, like extra stuff is getting tossed onto the cart. Some of it's rolling off. It's not all making it on there. They're just trying to get it to you before you get all the way out. But eventually you're able to get away from the crowd and you get down the road a little bit. You can still see the fire glowing behind you because it was a pretty big fire, but you make it into the dark dead of night, and you can see the stars above you. It's a little cloudy, but you can see the stars for the most part. It's quiet as you walk through the fields.
I think I'm just like
Jackson.
I'm not super drunk. He just had a few glasses of ale. He's just kind of like strumming his lute in the back of the cart.
Yeah, he's probably not so much drunk. More, he seems very probably like carefree.
Yeah, elated.
Yeah.
I would like to make a stealth check.
Absolutely.
That's okay. Like, I'd like to go into stealth.
On the cart?
No. Probably like walking beside the cart.
Okay.
Like in the shrubbery.
Okay. What? No.
Giving us no context to that is kind of like, what?
So, Zettlezap, you're walking through the fields. You're a little loud. Like, you're not seen, but, like, you're walking through, like, a wheat field, so you know that you're being louder than you probably would like to, as you're just kind of, like, through the fields.
I probably just would like to be just more aware of the fact that people probably know where we are.
Yeah.
Or that.
Yeah,
So I
I'm
guess
keeping an eye out for if like people are following us.
Ophelia, sonar.
Yeah.
No.
you just hear a bloop, and then like an aura.
You see like a ring goes out around all of you. No, you
Just one
looking
shot,
around.
one shot. Ping him.
A couple people probably tried to keep up with you as you were like leaving to keep tossing things onto your cart or say goodbye. But after you were maybe 50, 60 feet away from the main bonfire, they stopped and went back. They weren't looking to chase you out of town.
I just straight up like, oh Father, give me sight.
Oh no. So yeah, you guys.
That's our name, the third party.
Bro.
No.
Yeah, but you eventually get to where you feel pretty confident that you are alone. Just every once in a while you pass like a cattle or one of the mechanical cattle walk by. But other than that, you feel pretty alone. How far do you guys travel?
Probably like 3-4 miles outside town.
And are you going to the south? Are you going back down the road that led you to the Manticore?
Guys, we told the Crown Guard we were going to Hill Struggle.
We're going this way.
So you go to the south?
Yeah, we're
towards
not heading
Cashire?
directly to the shuttle.
Okay, that's fine. So you start taking the path that leads you to the south. Okay, so you head out for a little bit.
You see these trees right here?
You want to make it to those trees?
I want to camp out in those trees.
Okay, so
I forgot that we were in Gilramore because we kept talking about Cashire Hall, and you pinged that, and I was like, all right, that's cool. And then Kyle goes, so we're going to go south? And I was like, buddy, I don't think you know what south is. But that ain't it.
so you travel for maybe about an hour or so to feel comfortable. You hear like crickets chirping and stuff. You feel pretty alone, and you pull off to set up like a place to rest. And it's probably like 1 or 2 in the morning by the time you stop and get somewhere to rest. But you are able to pull off and get all your stuff set up.
We can rest here tonight, but I think we need to detour a little bit. Maybe take a little bit of a longer time
I agree.
to get to Hill Shovel.
The ghosts and the gods have said we fucked up.
I just look at Jackson.
Little Zap the Booyog says we fucked up. Good night. I'm gonna crawl back into my bed. Or into
I'll
my
take first watch.
tent.
Okay, so you guys.
We're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, so you guys are a little distraught, trying to figure out what your next move is as you take your watches and you are able to lay down and take your rest as peacefully as you're able to do it. And as the sun comes up, you hear a couple birds chirping as you feel the heat kind of hit you as you're laying down. That is where we will pick up next time.
Gotta go back to the
Okie
forest.
dokie then. What, Michael?
The background change.
Well, that was fun.
I don't
We
want
have
to
your
stop playing. I
definition.
just want to keep going.
Right?
Same.
This is like the first story mode I've ever really been into, bro.
I'm glad you guys are into it. I'm glad you guys are having fun. I'm having fun too. It's gonna be real fun now.
Aw, fuck you.
Kyle really said whoa, and I was like, whoa, we need a whoa.
Wait, what?
On the augury.
On the augury, Kyle said whoa, and I was like, whoa.
Whoa. So yeah, we'll say our goodnights and we will pick up there with our friends trying to figure out what they're going to do now that they know that there's a possibility that more people could be after them now that they have given up their names to
Who
some
fucking
important
isn't
people.
at this point?
I mean,
Kind of Gilmore, actually.
isn't that like the point? I mean, Gilmore does seem to love you guys a lot, so like there's them. You could just hide out in Gilmore for the rest of the campaign and just not do anything.
As soon as they send wizards for us, we just ambush them.
There you go. you just turn Gilmore from like a simple like harvest field town into a stronghold.
Hell yeah.
So I've been going through the gang clan name generator.
I can't find a good one, dude.
The Immortals.
The
The
Immortal.
Immortals is pretty
That's-
cool.
That's a
We're
lie,
not
though.
immortal.
You
The
can't take
wild
that one
ones. I know.
There's only
The
one
wi-
immortal here.
The wild ones is pretty good.
for now.
The Thunder Jackals.
I'm about to give you a thunder jackal.
So yeah, we'll
Black
let,
Angels.
we'll let them try and
The banner fists.
figure out a name for themselves by next time, and maybe come up with some kind of plan by next time. But we'll say goodnight.
Ebony Skeleton Gang.
Jesus, Catherine, if you would like to start.
Hey guys, I'm Kat, aka That RPG Chick. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, pretty much all social media under that username. I stream on my personal channel, just variety stuff. Lately I've been streaming Apex, RuneScape, and Hades. So come hang out with me if you are interested in doing that. And thanks for coming out tonight.
Cool. Jacob, would you like to tell people where they can find you? Say goodnight.
Hey everybody, my name is Jake, and tonight I played Zap the Booyog on this episode of Secrets of the Lost Summit. If you want to come hang out with me, you can find me here Saturday morning streaming, DMing Mandari's Curse, and then maybe if I have a little bit of free time, I'll be able to get back to doing some personal streaming and stuff, but it'll be a little while before I guess all of that will happen. But thanks so much for being here, and if you want to follow me personally, all of my social media is at JakeTheBard_. Thanks. I'll see you guys later.
Cool. Tyler, would you like to tell people where they can find you in your spare time?
Yeah, what's up, everybody? My name's Tyler, and I play. I'm sorry. I play. I take two. What's up, everybody? My name's Tyler. I play Therion Wind Waker in this campaign. I play the Empire campaign. You guys can find me on all social medias at MiniKnight17_. I've been taking a break from streaming. Hopefully, we'll get back into it soon. But I'm having a blast here with this awesome campaign, and I hope to see you guys again.
Cool. And then last but certainly not least, Michael, would you like to tell people where they can find you?
Absolutely. You can find me here on Twitch and Twitter at Darth Brennan. I stream mostly Escape from Tarkov and some old school RuneScape. You can also catch me back here on Monday. No, not this Monday, but the next following Monday, DMing Folly of the Gods. And yeah, thanks for coming out.
Cool. And then I guess that leaves me. Hey everybody, I am Kyle and I DM this campaign. And you can catch me being a player in our other two. That's the one. That is the one. Anyway, you can catch me playing a player in our other two campaigns here on Saving Throws. Yeah, I'll let you know now, and we'll probably mention again on Saturday when we do Mandari's Curse. But we will be taking next week off. A couple of us are going out of town and stuff like that. It's some of our spring breaks from school and whatnot. So instead of trying to fumble through our stories with less people, we're just going to take the week off and probably host some other cool groups here on Twitch in our absence. But we'll be back the week after that with more Folly of the Gods and Secrets and Mandari's. So yeah, be sure to come back out on Saturday, and we will see you guys next time. Oh, and always, as always, adventures assemble.